In 2022, I started receiving life coaching about twice a month. I sit there on that bed with little to no back support. I should probably figure out a better setup, but now it's kind of become routine. I think that this might be the only thing that I still use Zoom for after the pandemic. It's also funny how it all started. It started with me wondering if I should approach somebody who I kind of had a crush on, and it's just developed from there. I've since started coaching on how to interact with my parents, what it looks like to lead with boldness, and how to respond when I'm feeling rejected. It's funny, sometimes I am so averse to the feeling of rejection that I just reject myself. One of the skills that I'm starting to pick up on as a result of this coaching, though, is that I can coach myself. And it's an important skill because my coach is not always going to be available at the drop of a hat, though she is pretty good in a pinch. In some self coaching, I've realized that I haven't always thought highly of myself. And I have often battled the fear that people won't like me very much for me. I found myself to not have any special or exceptional skill and to be remarkably uninteresting. And so I set out from a very young age to cultivate interests and knowledge that would make me interesting and make me knowledgeable. I would dive headfirst into current events, music, literature, movies, and television, and I would make myself somebody who was worth knowing. And none of this was a conscious decision. In fact, I did not even realize that I had done it until the day that I wrote this. But this fear of rejection that I have carried for so long led me to becoming a student of art, pop culture, and history. I memorized sports statistics, I read about anime, and I watched science videos on YouTube in order to mold myself into somebody worth knowing. My physicality or lack thereof would not draw people to me. I was a slightly above average student, and I was never willing to commit to a hobby enough to truly get good at it and master it. But I refused to be a Philistine. I'm not sure where this fear of rejection came from. Perhaps there was some rejection in my life, either real or perceived, or both, but I had always survived it, and my support system was strong. In fact, I remember distinctly when I was presenting my senior capstone in high school that I was embarrassed at having too many people there to support me. But that fear guided many of my decisions in life. In fact, I even think that it led to me becoming a teacher. I love nothing more than having a captive audience to share my knowledge with. But even that has created a fear of rejection in me as well. If I am just regurgitating other people's discoveries, facts, and theories, then am I uninteresting? What contributions have I made to culture? What do I have to offer? It led to a desire to write, to leave a lasting impact. And so I have written. But then that led to another fear. If nobody reads my writing, then does it even matter? Is it enough to be satisfied in my creations myself? I want to say yes, but I'm not sure that I always believe it. I don't think that I write for myself. I think that I do write for others. I think that I write in order to matter. I'm not sure that I always believe that I matter, just for being me. I tell my students that they matter. I tell my friends that they do. I say that they are made in the image of God and that they carry inherent value. But I don't think that I always believe that truth for myself. So I want to affirm myself now anyway, in spite of that difficult to believe mentality that I have. I matter. I am made in the image of God. I am worth knowing. I am a good friend and a good son and a good brother. I was a good teacher. I am a good youth pastor. I am more than what I do. I am enough.